Hi, I'm Annie Lichny, and I want to thank you so much for joining in for some meditation practices today. We, as a culture, struggle with waking up in the morning not feeling the expected refreshing feeling we would want to feel when we get a good night's sleep. We have the expectation of being able to wake up and ready to go. And that doesn't always happen. And the good news is when we are feeling those burdens and worries and that sense of agitation and restlessness in the morning, that tightness, we just feel like that term getting up on the wrong side of the bed. We can actually restore and refresh ourselves using meditation practices. Our breath is a wonderful tool to bring us back into rebalance, into a restored, refreshed state. So we're going to explore different breathing techniques and patterns and ideas today to help us to all feel refreshed from early in the morning all the way through any time during the day that we need these tools, and bring us back to ourselves and to a place of contentedness and feeling balanced and well. So let's take a comfortable posture. If you're seated in a chair, just follow your back line of your body and recognize that it's upright. The posture is upright and dignified, and yet internally there's a feeling of softness and gentleness within the body. What we could call relaxed, but I would like to also think of it as kind of a softness. So we're strong and soft at the same time in our bodies. Feeling our feet on the floor if you're seated in a chair. Feeling your backside on the surface, the cushion, the chair underneath you. We could close our eyes down and just take our hands and place your 4 fingers along the bottom part of your rib cage, and your thumbs may be wrapped around, if this is possible for you, around the side part of the rib cage. So really what we're looking to do here is feel the lower part of the rib cage. So we could just notice, just move your fingers back and forth and just get a sense of those ribs at the bottom of the rib cage, and recognizing they're protecting the lungs and the rib cage is protecting the heart. Our 2 energy systems that bring us our health and well-being in our body, and they work together. And so when we bring our hands there, we might naturally also notice, just as we start here, that we kind of bring ourselves into an upright posture and we expand out in that bottom part of the rib cage, because it's easier to feel along that rib cage with our hands. So this is good. We're expanding our oxygen flow and carbon dioxide release simply by expanding the lungs here, making more space available for our lungs to work effectively for us. And we could move even more inside of ourselves here, feeling our fingers touching along our rib cage, really noticing the sensations of the fingers making contact with the skin and the rib cage. And as we notice this, we also then can notice this breath that's happening all of the time, in and out, noticing as we still ourselves that In the stillness of our body, we can feel our rib cage moving in and out, and it's happening all the time. Really just come really close as you let your breath breathe itself. Come really close to this sensation of the expanding rib cage on the inhale and the contracting rib cage on the exhale. And as we're noticing this, we're being very present in the body, and we're giving our mind, this thinking mind, a job to do, to really pay attention to the sensations, this felt sense of the rib cage movement here. Expanding on the inhale, contracting, releasing on the exhale. This movement is happening all the time, our whole life. Bringing oxygen in to our bodies, releasing carbon dioxide out into the space around us on the exhale. This really, really simple and yet very sophisticated process. And we can feel it just by touching our rib cage here. Feeling this expansion and contraction through our breath. And now we could take our hands and just very gently and slowly place them, one hand over the other, in the basic space where the belly button is. So just have your hands comfortably there. Feel the pads of your fingers resting on your belly, or one hand over the other. And again, we're moving into this felt sense, first experiencing the breath in the felt sense in the body here. Our sensations can help calm and refresh us if we pay attention to them. So on the inhale, we can feel that the belly, the lower belly, is moving in and out without exerting. We just feel the natural movement. Let the breath breathe itself. We can feel this gentle, ongoing movement in and out of the belly with each breath. And if we notice that our thoughts are trying to take us away, at that point we can move back into the sensations of the hands and the belly moving in and out. In and out. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, our whole life. Simple and yet so sophisticated at the same time. And yet we don't usually pay attention to this very sophisticated process happening within us. And yet here we are, simply noticing. Take one more inhale and exhale. Really feel, saturate your present awareness, this consciousness we have, with the movement and the feeling in the belly as our hands are here, the warmth of our fingers. And then we can very slowly and gently take our hands and place them on our lap. And just take a notice of how we're feeling. We'll take a few breaths together that we'll actually use exertion. We're going to take what I would call big breaths. We're going to take a really big exerted inhale. And this is going to be in and out of the mouth, where we usually breathe in and out of the nose. This one, in and out of the mouth, if that's possible for you. So the inhale will be a very big, full, robust inhale. And then a very exerted exhale. And the exhale will start to trail off once you get past that initial exertion. And just see if you can continue to trail down with the exhale when we get going here together. And like watching a balloon fully deflate of air all the way down to the bottom of the exhale. So let's try a few of these together now. So we'll take a few big breaths together. So a big inhale through the mouth, big exhale, exerted exhale out the mouth like a big sigh. Continue that exhale. Continue, continue. Feeling it in the body. Releasing any air out of the mouth. We'll take another big exerted inhale together. Inhaling through the mouth. Exerted exhale. Really sigh it all out. Get it all out. And still feel that the lungs have more air to let go. At the end of this exhale, we can still feel that there might be air wanting to release. We'll take another big inhale together. A big exhale. Really push it out. And then let the air continue to trail out. Those last little remnants of air leaving a balloon. And we'll take one more together. Big exerted inhale. Big full exhale. And now we'll just close our lips and continue to breathe in and out of the nose, allowing the breath to breathe itself as we again move into the sensations of the body. Feeling that lower rib cage area again, feeling the belly again. Noticing if there's a change in sensations from when we started. Use our knowing awareness here, knowing how we feel. Just right here in this moment, recognizing if there's a sense of greater openness or expansion just by using those big breaths. Maybe a tingling or a vibrational quality throughout the body. And we could start to feel each breath coming in and out. Softly, maybe smoothly, without controlling the breath. We could notice that maybe the breath, by using those big breaths, started to release some stress residue and stabilize. Noticing also what thoughts come in And instead of pushing them away, just recognize that our thinking mind is there, but we are using our knowing present awareness and just being very conscious of the breath. And we can turn the volume down on the thinking mind for just a few more moments here. We can also then maybe dive a little bit deeper if we need to. If we really are starting to feel maybe a little refreshed, but maybe we need a little more practice for ourselves to really keep ourselves steady and calm and ready to go for the day. So we can use a breathing technique that's a 2-part inhale and a longer exhale. So again, it does take a bit of an exertion for us to use this breathing technique. I encourage and invite you to find your best rhythm for yourself with this, and I use this as a guide. So our inhale will be one large inhale, and then another sip of inhale at the top, and then an elongated exhale. And I encourage us to really stay in the body, really feel the breath moving in and out as we use this breathing technique together. So we'll get started here, taking a big inhale through the nose, take another sip at the top, and then elongated exhale. In and out of the nose. Again, stay with the pattern and feel the breath. Inhale, inhale, exhale. Big inhale, sip, exhale. Inhale, inhale, exhale. Inhale, inhale, exhale. Big inhale, inhale, exhale. Continue with this pattern. Inhale, exhale. Continue on your own with this pattern. Stay focused on the breath. Stay within the body. If you notice you've gotten lost in thought, that's okay. Knowing that is wonderful news. You just come back to the breath. Inhaling. Do a few more together. Inhale. Inhaling. Sip. Exhale. And really release fully on this exhale as we release, release, release. Notice your shoulders can drop, your body can relax. And we can start to recognize the sensations in the body, maybe through the torso, the arms and the legs. Noticing any sensations, tingling, aliveness. A sense of warmth, perhaps, calming, expanded sense. Using these breathing techniques, we can feel more stable, more steady. And let's go back just to following the breath. Allowing the breath to completely be free to breathe itself in and out. Perhaps we notice that it's a soft inhale and a soft exhale. Maybe we notice other sensations in the body, like our heart beating, a vibrational quality. The different parts of your body, down to the cells, are all looking for greater health. They're longing for greater well-being, happiness, connection. Everything is looking for coherence, down to the cellular level in our body. Our inner knowing, this deep inner intuitive quality, is feeling each breath coming in and out, just right here, right now, in this moment. In a very simple and sophisticated way. We can refresh and restore ourselves from deeply within ourselves, using our breath, using our awareness, our knowing, deep, intuitive awareness, connecting all of these pieces deeply within us to bring about that restored, refreshed quality that we long for in the morning when we wake up. And we can create this for ourselves, reconnecting ourselves, rebooting ourselves and all of the parts of ourselves deeply within us, including the breath, the heart, the nervous system, everything in balance. I want to thank you for the privilege of your time, and I wish you every bit of refreshed well-being today. Thank you.